Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to cover some theory that will be around EC2 instance types. Okay, so we have already seen how can we launch a new EC2 instance. We tried Linux based, we tried Windows based, right? But there are multiple types of instance which can be utilized for various use cases. So for example, we have one application which is more oriented towards where we are going to use more memory, which is going to utilize more memory. So maybe we should select the memory optimized one. If it is a generic application, web service, the web application, so general purpose can be utilized. So there are multiple use cases. Okay, now if you go to the official website of AWS, we have this page where all these types, EC2 instance types, are listed. So basically we have general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, accelerated computing, storage optimized, and HPC optimized. Now within these categories, if we select one of the EC2 instance type, there are different series available. So for example, M7G is the one of the series, M7I. Okay, these are the series. Now we just go to one of the type of this series, right? We can see while we select, go to console and we select the instance, right? This is what we see as instance. We can say naming convention or something, but what it is basically, before dot is the type, so it is M7G type, and after that it's basically the size of that instance, and size include the vCPU, the memory, and other features. So for example, network bandwidth, etc. So based on our requirement, our architecture, etc., infrastructure, people can decide which instance is suitable for that particular functionality or the application which is being built. Okay, I'll just explain very quickly all of these type, because sometime if we go for the exam also, we might get some use case where the ask is which type of instance we should select for that given use case. So first one is general purpose. Like it says, general purpose means it is designed to provide a balance of these three pillars. Networking can also be added, but yeah, the three pillars are compute, memory, and storage. We can consider networking also. So wherever we have these resources, we do not have any extensive requirement of any of these one of these resources, then we should go for general purpose, and it is eligible, it is applicable for web application that requires a balance of compute, memory, and networking. So what can be the use cases? So for example, small to medium databases, database that don't require any specialized compute or memory configuration, test database, development database, or for example, we have an application where we have microservices architecture. So there are different services which are hosted on different maybe different EC2 instances are independent in nature. So they require their own resources. There also we can utilize it. Wherever we need more capacity in terms of memory or in terms of compute or storage, and it is like a measurable one, then we should go for other types of EC2 instance. Okay, so the second one is compute optimized. Like it says, we need more computation capacity now. So memory and storage we can still can be the usual limit, but we need more compute. So it is ideal for where we need more computation. So those applications can be an ideal fit for this type of EC2 instance. So for example, we want to do a batch processing or media transcoding, right, or high performance web server, wherever we need more computation. So for example, lots of users are coming to your web application. It is a gaming server or maybe a web application. There we need more computation. So then we should go for compute optimized one. Okay, memory optimized. So this time we need more fast performance in terms of memory. So consider a scenario where we have lots of users and maybe it's a gaming console and on runtime lots of users are coming and creating a profile, and then while they are playing we need to store their profile information, or they maybe their gaming profile, right, in cache, in memory, in cache memory. So for example, maybe Redis we are using, right? So in this scenario we need more memory so that we can deliver real-time fast performance for that workload. So memory optimized EC2 instance can be a can be a right fit for this use case. Or just consider we have a real-time processing analytics is going on. Maybe okay, consider a use case where the CCTV camera is installed on airport, right, and we are fetching real-time data from that CCTV camera, and then we are processing it, we are ingesting that data into some data lake, right? So it is kind of real-time processing, as well as we are filling that information to big data, so that we can later on put some analytics on top of that. So that is also a good fit for memory optimized solution. Batch processing, data warehousing, all these are use cases for memory optimized EC2 instance. Okay, the fourth one is the storage optimized. So you see this time we can little bit compromise on compute and memory, but we need more storage, right? So automatically some use cases will come to our mind. Data warehousing is one of the use case, right? We need more storage so that we can put more data. So it is designed for workloads that require high sequential read and write access to very large data sets on local storage, and they are optimized to deliver tens of thousands of low latency random IO operation per second. Yeah. So of course we need more storage, so that we will have that sequential read and write. Since the storage is optimized, so we will not face any latency while we are going to perform any of the action, whether it's a read operation, write operation. So where we'll have the high frequency online transaction or relational databases, etc., are also use cases of storage optimized EC2 instance. Makes sense, right? So if we need more computation, then go for compute optimized. If we need more memory, for example in memory, then we should go for memory optimized one. If we need more storage related fast computation, like read and write access, etc., then we should go for storage optimized EC2 instance. Then there is something called accelerated computing, and I believe it's the like accelerated in every aspect. So we must have heard this GPU, that is mainly used for gaming related application, TPUs, etc. I think it's way better than GPU. Yeah, but these are the hardware accelerators we need, where the application should be high performing in nature. So there we should go for accelerated computing. So for example, graphic rendering and video processing, 3D data rendering, the video transcoding, special effect processing, okay, or maybe a high-end gaming console, or something we have made which is applicable for lots of users are coming simultaneously doing that, using that gaming console. So wherever we use, we have the high performance, we need that high performance data processing, then we should go with accelerated computing. And there's something called high performance computing. To be true, I find it more whatever we had in this one, the accelerated data computing and high performance computing, kind of same. But yeah, I mean, there is quite difference if we go with the documentation of AWS. So the different aspects are changing. So it is also designed to deliver high computational performance, low latency networking, kind of same what we are achieving in the previous one also. And this is used for use cases will be scientific computing, weather forecasting, some data analytics, government and defense applications, etc. Right? So sometimes we might get confused that okay, so for example, big this data processing or high performance data analytics we have seen in this version also, and the other version also. I mean, in the HPC as well as in the accelerated one. So which one we should use? And it totally depends on whenever we as infrastructure people, we work on this requirement and we have the business use case, right? We know what will be the enterprise solution. Then we decide on various factors. So for example, what is the vCPU? We know how many users are going to access this application. So it is totally dynamic in nature. And on that calculation, we decide should we go with the memory one or the accelerated one or the HPC one, right? So if we get this type of, we will not get any contradictory question in the exam or in the while in the interview, which might have which might get more than one type of EC2 instance. But in real time whenever we need to decide that which type of EC2 instance we need to select, there are various parameters that we need to check before going for any of the selection. So for example, if we have just seen, right, the this EC2 instance size, so various factors, everything is changing, right? So on basis of that, like which one is applicable for our solution, we decide whether it is memory optimized or compute optimized. Yeah, if you see here also, the medium size, if you go to large, it's just double. The memory is just double. If we go to with extra large, it's just again with medium, it's 4 times. Okay, here the instance storage is EBS only, right? If we go with the memory optimized, here also it's EBS only, but now the memory size for even for medium is it's more because it's memory optimized. So in general purpose, the smallest one is memory size is 4, but in the memory optimized it's starting from 8. Okay, so that's it in this video, and just go through with this URL and try to see like what type of instance we have, how these values are changing. Then it will make more sense, like which one we should choose or not. Yeah, thank you so much for watching.